What's up? It's your boy Anthony Simmons, and you already know what it is. You're here chilling with me on Higher Heights. Yes, I said it once again, Higher Heights. If you're new to the channel, let me let you know what you can do to the channel. I need you to go ahead and hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't leave the notification bell lonely because you don't want to miss when I'm dropping content like this. Now, on today, family, I want to talk to y'all about dreams. We're going to be talking about dreams. Yes, dreams here on today's podcast. Now, to me, I love dreams. And no better thing can happen is when you see a dream come into fruition, when you see a dream manifestate into real life. But to me, I feel like dreams are God's gift, like a boost, almost like a stimulus package. And similar to a stimulus package, we see that some people just waste their stimulus away and some people capitalize off that stimulus package. So I want to talk about dreams today and how some people actually wake up and make those dreams a reality. And some people just sit on them and talk about what could have been or would have been or should have been. So once again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell. Now, once again, we're going to be talking about dreams. Now, if you like me, when I was a kid, I used to have tons of dreams. Every night seemed like I would have dreams. Dreams of what I wanted to do in the future. Dreams of what I wanted to do in the next couple of years. Or whether it was just dreams I wanted to do the next day at school. I used to have so many dreams as a child. And as a product of that, I think that stimulates from being a child with such an active imagination and actually having the belief that these dreams can come true. As a grown man, I can truly say that I don't hardly dream as much. The older I get, it seems like I don't have dreams as often as I used to. I might have a dream maybe once or twice out of a year, to be honest. So hashtag in the comments and let me know if you really literally have dreams. And I remember being young. When I was young, the dreams being so vivid as if I could reach out and actually touch, or I was actually interacting in these dreams. Now, keep in mind, I did not say nightmares. Nightmares is totally different. Like, we can get into that another day. I used to have these nightmares where I'm running from somebody and I'm running so slow, and it seems like no matter how hard I'm trying, I'm running slow. But that's another thing. But I used to have vivid dreams, like of things that I wanted to become, things I wanted to achieve when I was younger. And it felt so real, as if it was right within my grasp. But like I said, as I've gotten older, I noticed that I don't dream as much. And I'm going to get to why I think that is. But with that being said, I talk to so many people on a daily basis that have these big dreams. They're always talking about what they really want to do in life and what they really wanted to do since they were a kid. But first of all, I'm going to start this conversation off by saying this. When I was young, I had a lot of big dreams that I wanted to accomplish. Some of them I did, and some of them I sat on and didn't do anything and didn't do any work toward. I remember one of my first dreams was to become an NBA basketball player. I wanted to make it to the NBA. After all, I'm 6'4", 6'5", one of them. And I was actually pretty decent on the court. I feel like I was decent on the court. But I really didn't put in the work necessary to become a basketball player of that caliber, of the professional caliber. I really did not put in the work necessary. So after a while, you started seeing people who actually was working, actually was training hard toward becoming a professional athlete. And you start saying, well, no, this ain't gonna happen for me. Another big dream I had when I was younger, I wanted to be a rapper. If you scroll down my page, you'll see some of those aspirations where I was doing some things toward becoming a rapper. But in all honesty, I don't feel like I put everything I had 100% into it to become a rapper. And it could be many reasons for that. I'm just telling y'all some of the dreams that I had. So I didn't put a lot of things into it. I used to always sit around with my homeboys and talk about what I need to do or what we need to do in order to make it. And oftentimes, because I really didn't believe in myself, I didn't apply myself to my full potential of what I could have been. You know what I'm saying? And that comes from a disbelief that I actually could have made it. And many times we don't follow our dreams because in our heads, even though we're dreaming about this thing, we don't really have a belief that it can be us. We don't really see ourselves successful that way. And when this happens, we like to blame our environment. We like to blame our conditions, the people around us. We don't have enough support. Oh, everybody hating on us. When in reality, what happens is you don't believe in yourself. I can speak from my perspective that we don't believe in ourselves enough to put in the work toward those dreams. Now, like I said before, I believe that dreams are a stimulus from God. It's like a boost or a taste of what he has for you, because I believe he gives you these dreams to let you know. I don't think God gives us dreams, and I'm not talking nightmares. I'm talking about dreams and goals for us to sit around and just talk about it and twiddle our thumbs. I believe he gives us these dreams as a form of vision so we can have some kind of motivation and drive. And especially when we're young, carefree, stress-free. We ain't had no love life yet. We ain't worried about no bills. We don't care about black and white, politics, blue or red. We ain't thinking about none of this. So your active imagination, when your soul is at peace, allows you to freely enter into that dream realm and see things that you could potentially be. But I had these dreams and I really never chased them. And I always used to wonder why nobody would get behind me. Like when I went to my father, I used to always tell him, hey, I want to be a rapper. I want to be a rapper. I want to try to make it. And my dad was just had this little look on his face, because it's not that my dad didn't support me. My dad's a pastor. And I don't think it's not that my dad didn't support me, but he used to always give me this advice. He said, look, if you want to be a rapper, son, you need to go out here, put everything, go for broke, eat tuna sandwiches, eat bologna sandwiches, eat whatever you got to eat, Vienna sausages out of a can, go sleep on a park bench until you make it. When he would say those things to me, it was like, okay, I hear you, daddy. I hear you. It's going in one ear and out the other. And while on one hand, I kind of knew what he was saying was real, on the other hand, I always used to take shortcuts or do the lazy way out or just do what I could from local and not go out and spread abroad, because really what I was saying was I didn't believe in myself enough. I didn't believe in myself, so I would go and record these tracks, and me and my friends would sit around and say, oh, that's bumping, that's tight, and I wasn't doing no promoting. I wasn't doing no kind of way of advertising and getting myself out there. And when it came to those kind of things, I would make excuses. I was like, oh, these people don't want to share my stuff. They hating on me. Ain't nobody gonna push me from around here. But here's the raw, real facts about your dreams. Nobody is going to push you if you don't believe in yourself. God bless a child that has his own. That rings true even when we're talking about our dreams. Nobody is going to seed into your vision. Nobody's going to push your vision. Nobody's going to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself. Nobody wants to invest in something that they don't see the potential in. And potential isn't you just saying, hey, I got this great and awesome talent. There's been many talented people. There's been many gifted people that we've never heard of. They always say there's a brother that is in a hood that's probably better than Michael Jordan, but he never made it out of the hood. And that's for a lot of different reasons that they didn't make it out of the hood. But many times it's our inner peace, it's our mindset, it's the state of mind that we're in that keeps us from getting here. So this is the importance of actually finding who you are and finding your peace as well. Another thing my father used to tell me about things, and I always reference my father because he did give me a lot of wisdom. He said, son, you'll find that everything a man wants to do, he does it. And this applies to you women too. Everything that a man really wants to do, he's going to do it. And he broke it down to me. He said, hey, let me tell you like this. When you want to have sex, what you do? You go out here and find you some sex. I said, I agree. He said, when you want to smoke, when I was smoking Newports and smoking marijuana, he was like, hey, when you want to smoke, I don't care if it's on your brokest day. You go find some money to scrape up some money to go get you some weed. You go scrape up some money to get you some liquor when you want to drink. Don't you? I said, yeah, you're right. He said, even if you ain't got no money, you go hang around friends that's going to even give it to you because you believe in that. You believe in sex. You believe in smoking your weed. But when it comes to following your dream, you don't believe hard enough to do whatever it takes to get to it. And when that really manifested in my life and it really sunk into me, then I had to be honest with myself. This is another thing people don't want to do. They don't want to be honest with themselves about the fact that they really don't believe and see themselves being successful. That's one thing. They really don't believe. I run into a lot of people that they're saying, I don't care what they're saying out of their mouth, because God says a man's heart will deceive him. A man's heart will deceive him. Man and women heart will deceive him, meaning your mind will play tricks on you. Your mind will be saying, this is what you want, but God says, I'll give you the desires of your heart. So really, while your mouth saying, I want to do this, I want to get out of this relationship, I want to do better in life and all that, God said, no, you really don't want that, and I'm giving you what you want. See, God is not a bad God. God is a good father. So what he's saying is, I give you the desires of your heart, and really what you desire to do is be in that same mess that you've been in over and over and over again. Another big reason that we don't really fully chase our dreams to the fullest is because of fear. God said, I didn't give you the spirit of fear. So when you got that spirit of fear on you, you got to realize that's coming from the enemy. And so I don't believe God would show you these things if you couldn't have these things. You understand what I'm saying? But we fear. What if I'm not as good as I think I am? What if I'm not as great or as bright or as intelligent as I think I am? I was talking to somebody on the day, and I was talking about them being on my podcast. And one of their things was, well, I used to be good at talking in front of people, but now I kind of have a little self-doubt in myself. And so they began to develop this fear or whatever, but they once were good. And the whole time we were talking, I was like, man, you sound like, man, everything you're saying now is cold-blooded, man. All you have to do is get on here and express your thoughts. And they were saying, well, I'm not a professional, and all these excuses of why they shouldn't get on here and talk. And I was like, look, nobody in this world is a professional. Despite the contrary to popular belief, nobody, Steve Harvey, Oprah, TD Jakes, none of these people, Dr. Phil, none of these people are experts at nothing. I don't believe you're an expert at nothing or a master at nothing. I believe we're all on life's journey, and we're experiencing things in real time, and our experiences can help other people. And when I get on here to do my podcast, I'm not saying I'm the master or the foremost renowned expert on anything. I'm offering you a perspective, and I'm also trying to open your eyes that you may go study and have experiences for yourself with God so that you can have your own personal testimony. So I try to give this insight to a person, because even when I got ready to start this podcast, y'all, like, it started off as me doing lives on Facebook and all kind of stuff like that. But one day God put it in my spirit to take it serious. And when he put it in my spirit to take it serious, I was like, well, I don't got this, I don't got that, and all of this stuff. I had all of these excuses, but God said, you're going to continue to make these excuses, or you're going to get out here and do. So mainly, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all that spirit of fear, that spirit of procrastination, that come from the enemy. Because I'm going to give y'all a real quick testimony real quick on how I even started the cleaning business. I remember sitting in my house, didn't have 2 nickels to rub together to make a dime. And God dropped in my spirit that I needed to open up my own business. Well, of course, you know, like us black people do. Let's just be honest. The black people, we say, well, I'm going to wait till tax time, like all the time. That's our big thing. Wait till tax season. When taxes come, I'm going to do this and do that. And it's a trick of the enemy, because by the time you get that money, you're thinking about all the things that you ain't been able to afford all year and get, and you start dwindling. Before you know it, you done dwindle back down in a couple of weeks, maybe a month, 2 months, dwindle down to nothing again. And it's another cycle of you waiting on that tax money. But anyway, I'm saying I'm gonna wait till tax time. God said, no, you get up tomorrow and take a step toward it. So I get up the next day. He tells me, go out, get flyers and cards printed up. It don't cost that much to go get cards on now. But mind you, I'm broke. But I go to Vistaprint, get me 250 cards. I go get me some flyers. And I'm saying, God, this is foolish. I don't want to got flyers. I don't know nothing about the cleaning business. I don't know nothing about what I really want to do. He said, go get the flyers. I go get the flyers, and I'm handing them out crazy like a fool. I feel like a fool anyway. But this is God and the Holy Spirit leading me. I'm handing out these flyers and I'm handing out these cards. Well, in the next 2 days, I get a call from my first potential client. Now I'm excited, but I'm nervous at the same time. And the client says, hey, I would like you to come in for a quote. So I'm excited. I'm rushing. I'm calling my dad, who's my pastor at the time. And I'm calling him. I'm saying, hey, listen, I got my first call and whoop-de-whoop. What am I going to do? I need to go in here and see these people. He said, look, this is what you do. Go get you some khakis. Go get you a shirt with your logo printed on and everything. I ain't have a logo at the time, but I made up one. I went and got me a collar button-down shirt. Went and got me some khakis and looked the part. Give me a clipboard and a piece of paper, and I go in to provide the man a quote. Now, God also told me, look, don't get a man a quote off front, because I ain't even know how to quote the place. But I go in with the khakis, with the clipboard, looking the part, walking around. You want this done, sir? Check mark. You want this done, sir? Looking around. Okay, I said, thank you, sir. I'll be right back with you with a quote. I'm going to email you with a quote. So I remember leaving there excited, nervous, but still that spirit of fear was lingering somewhere around, like, man, you don't even know how to quote. So God told me call around to other professional cleaning companies and act like I was a potential client looking for their perspective or their quote on a certain type of building. And when I got those, then I would match my offer to theirs and try to cut it by a little bit so that I can get the offer. So when I did that, And I emailed the guy my quote. I emailed him my perspective. When he looked at it, he instantly responded back, this is right up my alley. This is what I was looking for. Boom. I'm elated. I'm excited. But once again, the spirit of fear is still lingering somewhere around me. So when I get that and I say, okay, I got that. So now I'm like, man, I don't got no cleaning stuff. See, we always come up with a reason and excuse why. So now I'm like, the next hurdle is I don't got nothing to clean with. So he asked me to come back in and sign my little contracts and everything. When I came back in and signed the contract, the guy tells me, I got everything here that's needed to clean. I just didn't have nobody to clean the building. I said, look at God. Man, it was like a sigh of relief. I was like, man, he got everything I need. I don't even have to go out here and fund and stuff. And for the first month, 30 days of my cleaning company, I was cleaning that building proudly once a week myself. Even though my goal was to potentially have employees, which I do, I was cleaning that building proudly and with so much joy and excitement because I knew God had gave me that vision. Folks, it's more to that story, but I want to tell y'all this. I believe, like I said in the first place, that dreams are a boost to your confidence. Dreams are a glimpse into the future of what you really can have, and they're like a stimulus package. It's what you do with your stimulus that sets you up for the post-pandemic and what you're going to be doing after that. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, like I said, as I've gotten older, I haven't had that many dreams. And I think that is as a result of all the stress and things that go on in our life. I think dreams are a great and awesome thing because I think they come from God. I know they come from God. But when we sit and we let so much potential waste, then I believe they come in short and small supply. God has big things for us. God has big things for you, and I know this. If you watch this and you like it, hit that like button, smash it, smash the subscribe button. Hashtag Higher Heights in the comment. Don't forget to hit that notification bell because you don't want to miss when I'm dropping content like this. Y'all be blessed.